carpet, but you remember a few for those looks.
No, but you
or those
do
people
remember.
They made the magazine or the newspaper, so it was a bit different because it's print.
No, I don't think so. Because even in modern culture, you remember Kim K's Balmain dress or whatever. What was the dress? Who done the droplets dress?
Kim.
It wasn't Balmain though. What designer was it?
Was it John Paul?
It wasn't a girl, but you remember when she was pregnant and she was in the all.
That one.
No, but
that
she
one.
had looks.
Yeah.
Well, the one that they made a meme out of her.
Yeah, so you
So
remember
far.
it, but
Well, not for good reason though.
no, but you remember it. But you remember the body dress that she had. You
There's
remember
only 2 outfits that I remember from anything, which was
recently. I mean,
old school.
okay.
It was Little Kim when
With
she
the titty
had
out.
with the titty out,
Of course.
I said we did titty out.
and then Lady Gaga when she was wearing meat. Do you remember? that?
Okay,
I
that's what I'm saying.
remember, no,
Recent.
I
Well, not
remember
recent,
those two,
that
but
was
I'm with.
pop-
I definitely remember the Liz Hurley. I remember the J-Lo, Versace.
You remember the Britney and Justin
Yeah,
David Beckham.
David
and
Beckham.
Victoria.
Just in general.
But I think overall we don't get enough looks, and at award shows in the UK specifically, no one is giving me a look. No one's giving me.
As our scene gets bigger and we get more money, and that it will happen because like not
Will it though?
everyone hasn't got stylists. It's only like okay, cool. So like our biggest rapper at the minute is Stormzy, and this is content you guys will appreciate.
My good sis Mel's wardrobe.
Mel's wardrobe. I didn't know who the
100%.
hell that was until a Stormzy. I'll be honest, innit? I wasn't gonna know, but someone on that level, you need to look a certain way and actually take pride in your appearance. As people start getting more bread and that, because some men are just getting dressed by the man them. Like,
No,
it
but
is what it is.
Not even just the guys, the girls as well. It's just not.
But that's for you to say, not me.
It's a coupling conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know. And
Rooney can stay out of that one.
I don't just mean like the Mobos. I mean even the Brits.
Yeah.
I think in general, I'm not getting the looks that we deserve to get.
Okay. Well, maybe you guys should start a petition. Yeah. Get enough signatures and then start bring back the looks.
When I go to an award show, I'll be wearing a gown.
The thing is, you people that were doing fashion commentary online, I want to see what you lot wear when it's your day, bro.
100%. 100%. I'll be in a gown.
Yeah.
With a capital G. Underline full stop.
I love that. You know. Do you know what other part of the show made me laugh? So I was saying that Eddie Caddy was like support host. There was a bit where one babe's Ebony in the crowd, looking like Queen Niger, was trying to twerk on him. Did you see that?
No.
You didn't clock that bit?
No.
So he's doing like a piece to camera, like talking. Obviously, he was for majority of the time he was standing by the tables.
Yeah,
he'd be talking
like
to
crowd
artists.
cam.
Like,
Yeah,
he would talk to a Mo the comedian.
Yes, I saw that.
Jules, whatever. But there's a bit where he's talking to like just like general public and that. Just like who you waiting to see, whatever. And there's one babes. She's got a little bit excited and that tried to whine a little bit on Eddie Caddy. I hear it though.
Sis, sit down.
No, not allowed.
No.
From her or should Eddie have collected the wine?
What was their music or what?
No, it's just.
No, I just
Acapella wines.
silly.
You got to stay professional, innit?
We do.
I hear it. What other bits of the show did you guys enjoy or didn't like? We can get to some hate if you want to get to some bits that you didn't like.
I don't think there was anything in particular that I didn't. To be honest, it was on in the background, but I don't think there was anything that I didn't like. What about you, Chrissy? Because I feel like your brain's ticking away.
I felt like I wish we could have gotten more from like some of the speeches. I felt like
maybe they were
people
nervous.
weren't very
Central
eloquent.
C's speech was shocking.
No, but maybe he was nervous though.
Yeah, he definitely was.
Yeah, and also as I said, this is going back to being a pop star back in the day. You had media training, you had the whole works.
Yeah.
But now it's like, cool, your song, boom, you're up, TikTok, Insta, blah, blah, blah. Yo, thank you, God bless.
But
Thank you, God. Thank you, my label. Thank you, my team.
Thank you, my mum. We're off.
Yeah.
What's this guy's name? Michael Dapper. He did a bit at the end.
Oh, a piece to camera. Yeah, where he was introducing an award.
Yeah, and it felt so scripted.
Oh, you can tell that he was reading off teleprompter.
That he was reading, and it didn't even feel natural the way he was reading.
I can't lie to you, reading off teleprompter is so hard.
But that's your job, bro.
Yeah.
And I just wish we got a bit more.
You want us to be on point, basically.
Yeah, and like, it's going to sound very pedantic, but things that irritated me are just the finer details. Like, fair enough, you're reading from a teleprompter. You would have known what you're going to read beforehand. Like,
maybe
you could have
practiced.
practiced. Okay. And then one of my biggest gripes is when you see that, like the photos and the 360 cam.
Okay.
Why are the official MOBO photos catching the wall? So like you got the MOBO poster thing.
Okay. The step and repeat.
Why can we see like the wall or the end of the carpet?
Yeah.
Like just
Like you just want it to be a bit more like just neaten it up, a bit more refined.
I can see a table in the corner.
Because when you see Beyonce at the Grammys, you just see boom Beyonce. You don't see like the top
mess.
We need a Beyonce counter or Destiny Child's
ding,
counter.
ding,
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
When her new album comes
baby,
out,
take me out to dinner.
Take me out to dinner. I love it. It's so chaotic. What is going on in New York?
When Coney Island did that.
You're having a grand day when you coming out of Coney Island. No, but I don't get it. Like, is that just how they are over there?
I need to find it. People need the actual reference here.
Like, what are you gonna say to Joe Biden? What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner. What? Is that the president?
It's not even Joe Biden. It was Joe Byron or something.
Joe Byron.
Here it is. Alright, cool. I got it. Perfect.
Bing pong.
Car wash.
There we go.
Hey, yo, we got Byron's Car Wash live from Coney Island. Are you vaccinated? Yes, sir. I was feeling thirsty. Your mom gave me a gallon of Henny to quench that, you heard? It's no snow on the floor. He's really skiing in Coney Island on a hard top. What we do in Coney Island, Khalid? Real, son. We keep it real. Fuck your life. Bing, bang. He got too many shots. You want a shot? Hey, yo, Ariana Grande, what's up, mama? Look, Coney Island, I think it's spinning a
Cyclone.
Let's see that flip, boy. Yeah. With the yellow foams on. I have 7 female wives. Go to my Instagram. What do you want to tell Joe Biden right now?
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Hey, yo. This is the Kim and Kanye of Coney Island.
Hey, Kim ain't got shit on
Me.
Oh, he got his phone and his balls. Steve Jobs did not die for this.
If you see these dogs in your front yard, just know upstairs I'm going hard.
Bing bong.
It's just chaos. Like, what the hell?
Hey, whatever's going in Coney Island, I need that.
America's not a real place.
What's up, baby?
We could take me to dinner.
I say, yo. Niggas are trying to get something to eat, bro. I say, niggas are so on edge about homophobia and that. My man's homeless. I want to eat, bro.
Oh, is that,
Yeah, he's definitely, you know, like we don't do them. They look like
into crackheads.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah, they look like that. So, hey, man.
Bing bong.
Yeah, that's too funny in that.
Very much.
So yeah, you want MOBOs to be a bit more, just a
neat
bit
and tidy,
crisper.
Not chaotic like that.
Not chaotic like that. Yeah. Just
I know what you
things
mean.
up.
Yeah, just
Potter Paper's performance. Crisp, clean.
Listen.
I was upset for him that he didn't win Best Hip Hop.
Listen, he didn't know, but you know what? Sometimes, if he won Best Hip Hop, cool. But if it's out of the performance or winning, I think the performance done more for him than winning the award would do.
You gotta ask the artist that, because that nigga might.
Yeah, obviously you might want an award, but cool. You win your award. Thank you very much. God bless. You're off. However, now everyone's watching this, has seen you do Gangster Writers, and you're clean. You're crisp. Every word you're getting, you're hitting. You're walking around a step. Come on.
Yeah, no, you hear.
Do you know what I'm saying? That was a great performance.
Who else stand out in terms of so trying to think about our predictions. So Cleo Soul won the best R&B soul act. I was happy about. Little Sims got the best female
act. Yeah.
Gets got, was it best male?
Yeah, but he didn't get best grime,
which was weird to me.
Skepta got
and considering who he lost to.
Yeah,
Skepta had an album out since 2019.
Skepta just on a little EP.
But and in my opinion, he ain't done much grime.
Yeah.
Between the album and now, innit? In my opinion.
Well, people on the voting panel voted for.
Of course, and that is, we want public votes because we feel that's the most democratic way. But also, people's fan bases can get weaponized, innit? If DB are in a category, they're gonna win, bro, because they've got a loyal fan base. I love it because they're deserving of it.
They deserve that.
But you will get some anomalies where it's like, I'm like, okay, cool.
Is Gets even come?
He wasn't even there.
He wasn't even there. Nah, come on. I would have said no, please. Just change it to Gets.
No, don't do that. You can't cheat though. Just because my man didn't turn up.
No, you can't cheat. But
then many a man have not gone to an award show and got like 6 awards and not been there. You know. So
WizKids didn't even come.
After he was tired, bro.
Recovery.
Bro,
recovery. Essence all up and down O2. Couldn't even come.
Tired, bro.
From what? Thames was there.
Thames ain't WizKids.
Thames was there. Yeah, but I think Gets could have definitely got best grime act.
Yeah, that would have been.
100%.
Who else was in that category?
I feel like was Manga Saint Hilaire in a category?
No, you know, let me pull out.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I can find it.
Think you hot, you ain't got it.
What's that song called? That Brie Remnant song you're singing again?
Hot,
yeah.
Is it not called Hot?
I think it's called Hot.
I used to play it when I was on West Side, literally every day. It's awkward silence on the pod.
This is obviously, it's a coupling special, so this way you feel the dead air for me, innit? Whilst I'm finding something that I'm gonna find for you and that. You get me?
Coupling special, Chrissy.
Well, so Haich, how are you?
I'm doing great, you know.
Yeah, how's your week been?
It's been alright. It's 2 days in, but
No, it could have been like 7 days. The past 7 days.
It's only Tuesday.
no, I'm gonna go just from Monday. I'm gonna start from there.
What's one thing you've been grateful for this week?
You guys being here, to be honest. This Catholic special I think, is something that we needed. So I'm happy about it. Why are you angry?
He's giving you an answer like, nigga, stop
He's
talking
such
to
a-
me.
He's such a hater.
How are you? Fine. How's your week? Amazing.
I was thinking about you last week. Actually, I was gonna message you.
Why didn't you?
I just got busy, but I'm glad I've seen you today.
You got caught up. You got caught up. You couldn't message.
I got caught up.
What's his name?
That's what the man them say.
No,
Sorry, babe, I got
no,
caught
no.
up. You
I
got
was
caught
sleeping.
up. Oh.
So you thought of H. You was gonna message him. You didn't. You
Yeah.
got caught up. What's his name? Why has he got you so distracted? Why you're thinking about him already on the shoulders? Oh my god, Essie, you're down bad. Nah, we've lost our friend. You know,
She's gone.
you're down bad. Oh my god.
I'm not that bad.
I need you last week.
I'm not
That's the
that
worst
bad.
thing.
Stop all of that right now, pardon.
I needed you last week as well.
Did you?
Yeah, man.
Do you know I was gonna message you? Because remember that conversation we had
Yeah.
after the last time
Yeah.
in the car.
What conversation?
None of your business.
We're talking to our listeners. Everyone's
No,
here.
no.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's not just
that's
you two.
true.
Like,
Sorry.
if you're gonna have private comments, you can do that in your own time.
All right, Mr. Foles. No, it was just it was a live convo. You know when you're with your people and you have to have like a conversation on live and different perspectives. That's why it's good to have male friends, female friends, because do you get it? Because I think male friends are key. They help you shine your eyes.
Yeah, you need to
And vice versa.
You need to come back to me for some advice. I've got some solid advice to give you. Like.
They help you shine your eyes, and you're doing up dumb bitch syndrome and whatever. But I helped H shine his eyes just on to get it. So I wanted to follow up on the eye shining.
It's real shit.
So right now you can both see clearly, like crystal clear.
2020.
2020 vision.
Say yes.
No, Essie's.
She rest.
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
No, do you know what it is? Yeah, my crystality. I mean,
What?
Essie, what?
my crystality.
And you said it again.
What?
Hey, Foles, you know what the episode's called?
Crystality. What, bro? What English is this, bro? You're going to.
Are you listening?
What?
Are you listening?
No, go on,
Listen.
let her.
Yeah,
Go on.
do you get it? Jumping down my throat. Anyway, the crystalness could be given more crystal. You know what I'm saying? But I'm seeing we're cool.
So the chakra. That's what.
Yeah. You said, are you saying crystal clear?
Your crystal could have more clarity.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Color.
That's exactly what I said. I said my crystality, it wasn't given as much as it could. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Do you understand?
No.
But no, of course.
I get you.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. That's how we had our conversations. You get it? Because Foles don't know what's going on. You know what he's talking about.
What's up?
They with the Coney Island.
Ariana Grande. What's up?
What's up, mama?
Cool. So best grime act. So it was Bugsy Malone, Chip, D Double,
Chip?
Frisco, Gets, and Skepta.
I think D Double would have been a good shot.
But for the past 12 months, though, I love a DWE.
No, but I feel like he's been. Well, not I'm gonna say he's been doing stuff, but I've seen him.
He just had a song with Scorcher. Good song.
No, he's done a lot of features. He's even gotten. He's
Didn't he did he
he's
drop
doing
something?
voiceover work as well. He's on
Yes,
adverts
we
and
love
stuff.
it. We love
But
it.
for the music, and I think in terms of people like,
Has he got a project out or something?
So,
A what?
Is there a project out or anything?
Maybe last year. I'll double check. But if he has, I might be wrong. If he has had one, I missed it. It's not been as big as impactful of what gets done recently.
I
And
agree.
I feel like he's having his moments. So it would just been. It's one of them ones, bro. Just give that nigga the award, man. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Steve
Frisco
Double,
dropped
innit?
a project. Who else did you say? Bugsy Malone.
Bugsy Malone.
Well,
He just
Bugsy
did a
is
big
King
show,
of the North. You know.
20,000 people in Manchester.
He did.
Yeah.
King of the North.
Shout out Bugsy.
Yeah, I think there could have been a few more people before Skepta.
Yeah.
And I don't think Skepta will be mad at that if
Yeah.
he didn't win. If he lost to Gets.
If you just looked at the year, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the
That's
past
fair.
12
Because my
months.
thing is like your last project was 2019. You had a project very recently, and there was maybe one grime song on it, and it was a nostalgia because it was a.
Yeah,
It was a
it was.
remix
Hey,
of-
dun, dun,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
Which
hey,
he killed.
Hey.
Well, at the
All
same
Eyes on
time,
Me.
Yeah,
Mm.
but
The Reese part was good too.
Gets is having his what other I don't know how much time we got to go. I don't want to go through absolutely everything. But was there any other wins that like stood out? Like, okay, cool, yeah, that was dope to see. All that makes sense.
Not Harry Pinero, sorry. Chunks and Philly.
Chunks and Philly.
That was cold, yeah.
Yeah.
They got a beautiful bromance
Yeah.
They do.
I really enjoyed that bit.
Tion and Ardy, I mean, they had to win.
for Song of the Year,
They had to. Come on.
and Adiola got the shout on stage and that.
Adiola, come on. Come
in.
here.
They come in.
Come here.
He was gripping the kind of tight. So yeah, Ardy.
No,
Chill out,
they
dad.
deserve to win. I think that was probably the most like 100%. That song, it done a lot,
Yeah.
especially in
Yeah.
lockdown as well.
No, the song was
Do you
massive.
know
You
what I
can't.
mean? Yeah.
You can't escape that song, and it's a comeback. Obviously, Russ was able to come back. Tion was having his moment leading up to the album, so it all like
Made sense.
Did Teal win anything else?
I don't think so.
Did they win? Was that the only award they won?
Yeah. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know the background. So I don't know.
We usually fact check, but hey.
It's a conflict episode.
Now,
We're here for the
ones that
vibes.
stood out and stuff, because also not all the awards are presented on the night.
Shensia won best reggae, which obviously she is not a reggae artist. So if we could change that for 2022, that would be great.
Producer of the year was J5.
J5.
Which is good to see. But yeah, some stuff got announced pre-show as well.
Yeah.
Not all of the stuff was televised and that. So, but yeah, the Chunks Young Philly were like, yo, listen, if we're nominated next year, don't vote for us, vote for Harry.
That was cute.
That was probably cute and cool to see.
It was.
Chunks being on stage shouting at Michael Dapper, him remembering when Michael Dapper was having his moment and Michael Dapper shouted at Chunks.
Oh,
so it kind of went
we
full
love it.
circle
We
now.
love it. We love it.
Yeah, which is cool to see.
The scene's grown, man. Everyone
Yeah.
isn't trying to be a rapper. You could be yourself.
And Munya was
And we're
hosting
MOBOs.
and he was nominated
Do you know what I'm saying?
as a media personality.
We love it. We love
Did
it.
he win?
No,
No, Chunks and Philly won.
he was
Oh,
acting
yeah,
like
you said,
he was proper upset. Like, oh my god, he was never gonna win, bro.
Oh, why?
It's their moment, and they got
Okay,
like,
yeah.
then, like those guys are having their moment, innit? And they're very well liked and well loved. Like, yeah, so
Okay.
it's good to see how they embrace Harry. So yeah, hopefully
Next year,
year's
HP.
next year he gets his award. But yeah, overall I enjoyed it. I'm happy to see it back. So yeah, we need more looks for the girls.
Please.
Chrissy would like us just to tighten up and just be a bit more on point. Just ultimately, I want our stuff to be respected, innit?
Yeah.
So all jokes aside, and
Yeah.
it isn't to be like just like put hate or pour salt on what people are doing. We love the MOBOs just because we love the MOBOs and we grew up on them. We want them to be cold, innit?
I want it to be a night of, oh my gosh, I got dressed down, dressed to the nines, my best shiny shoe. Do you get it? My glittery everything. I want it to be
Slinky.
Not North
the
Face.
slink. I want it to be prestige. Like if you're going to the Grammys, yeah, it doesn't matter what you think, who you are. You're not going to Grammys in your Moncler hoodie on stage. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cool, I get it. Yeah, tracksuits, da. But there's a time and a place.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, no, it's very, very true, man. But I enjoyed it. Where else did I want to go with this today?
Should I get it up?
Yeah, because you're our
I can quickly interject here. Is Diggity in prison?
No, he's out. He's alive. He's well. He's a free man.
Okay, so he didn't actually stab anyone?
No.
Okay.
That was the white man.
Wow. Okay, what you have is wherever else the convo goes.
So you open it up.
No,
Should we talk about Jussie Smollett?
Juicy.
Juicy
Justice
J.
a Juicy.
The French painter, Jussie Smollett? You don't know about Juicy J? You don't know about Jussie Smollett?
I've been offline for a bit.
The Donny that said that he was the gay Gupac. What? He's going through his case right now. So the guy
the one who said that 2 gay people beat him up.
Yeah.
No, not 2 gay people. He's gay, and he got
He's
beaten
gay.
Up he got beaten up for being gay.
For being gay.
Yeah, so by 2 like Nigerian actors. And
yes, and then what was the real deal? Like,
he lied.
But why did he lie?
Because he's looking for attention. Victim infinity stones, innit? And we as straight black men was getting cooked online for our lack of support. So we got to run it back. We are owed an apology.
By who?
No, hey, genuinely, we are owed an apology. You got to run it back. There was back on. I'll even retweet them again this week, yeah. And if you follow me online, you go to the articles.
So what people were saying that
that our silence was deafening. We as a community weren't supporting.
I love that phrase so much.
So Dave Chappelle, obviously, I don't know if his most recent special, the one before, he makes a joke about it. It's like, we was quiet because it was obvious this nigga is lying.
Was it obvious?
He went to go and get a Subway at 3 a.m.
Yeah. And then
he got attacked by 2. He got attacked by 2 big dons.
Yeah.
They put a noose around his neck, poured bleach on him, and said this is MAGA country.
In Subway.
Who gets Subway at 3 a.m, bro?
Yeah, no, that's not the most far-fetched part of the story.
No, I'm building up to the far-fetched.
Okay.
Like, it was just he put too much spice in it. Man's in an interview saying I'm the gay Tupac. Bro, this is not Empire, bro. You're not acting right now. You're not playing a role, but he obviously was, isn't it?
And he said 2 Nigerians, immigrants, said to him, this is MAGA country.
This is MAGA country. Nigga.
With the ER.
Yeah, hard ER.
Yeah. Okay, so
that trial's going on right now and they're just going through it and that, so we'll wait to see what happens in that. But it's just been funny, like the noise that was around the incident when it first happened compared to now is...
People love to tweet. So you feel like the RNAs are owed a major
I just think just straight black men in general.
Straight black men in general.
This is the one time this is the one time we have a win, and I'm gonna cherish it. Because every week we're getting cooked, and sometimes it's justified. There's stuff we need to work on, but this is the one time that we are 110% in the right. Because even at the time I was like, I was having conversation. We had a conversation on the pod. I was like, like if this happen, this is mad. But I was like, over time, I was like, this thing isn't adding up, bro. Like,
But where did he go with it? And is he still getting work? Like what? Is he? Or is he just?
I've not seen him in anything. He like between when that happened and the trial happening, I'd not heard or seen anything about him.
He was an Empire, wasn't he?
He was an Empire, innit? Yeah.
With Taraji.
Yeah, with Taraji and that. So
there was a headline that came out recently saying that Jussie had previously masturbated and taken drugs with one of the accusers in a sauna. Something weird like that.
What?
Yeah.
It's Empire, bro. You got to
went left.
This is the truth. This is an Empire storyline.
It's very, very seedy.
Yeah.
Very,
very.
Yeah.
It's too much.
I'm a Christian. I'm not gonna have joking because I am, but do you know what I mean?
When I read that, it was the kind of thing where I had to read it twice to actually understand what I was reading.
Mad.
But just what? Do you feel like people
live lives like that?
Do you know the problem is, yeah? When he eventually does tell the truth, because there's been so many lies, we're not going to believe him anyway.
Yeah, nothing. You can't.
Because that may have been because he obviously knew them. Because that's what was as funny as well. Yeah, they went through a dry run, like a test run of what they would do, like the day before.
This whole story is very crazy.
Foles is trying to get his.
No. I need to find this. This is this is the test run. Yeah, 1 second.
What is CCTV?
No, this is just a comedy skit of the test run.
Oh,
this might be a bit too loud.
Oh my goodness, is that it? Are we? Do we have to go now? We have to
Hurry now, come on, hurry up.
Aren't you the man from the Empire show? That movie?
Yes, got a problem?
Yeah. Why do you doing around here?
Guys,
that is ridiculous.
The accent. More white, more racist. Hillbilly.
Okay. Hey, nigger, stop right there.
What are you doing in our town?
Aren't you that nigger from Empire?
Yes, I am. I'm the gay Tupac. What's good? What's good?
What the hell you doing over here?
Get more aggressive, more aggressive. Oh, shit. Walk around his neck. Let me fight that limit. Let me fight back. All right. Oh.
Ow, that hurt, nigger. What the hell you do? Pour bleach on his nigger ass.
Let me get the water. Hurry up. Oh, please stop doing it, please.
This is MAGA country now, nigger.
You don't belong here. We don't like
your gay seagull ass over here. Don't you ever bring your ass around here, nigga boy. Or we'll be.
Man's reading off a script.
This is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So is that what he's saying?
Yeah, but they actually had there's on CCTV of them doing like a dry run, like a quick little test before, like a day before, little dress rehearsal and that.
Where were they in this rehearsal?
What state, country?
No, like where did this footage come from?
I think it was at the same subway.
No, like, fuck off.
The very same.
Yeah, it's a very funny. Yeah, it's way funnier than it should be.
It's hilarious, but Red's a fucking idiot, bro.
Yeah, he
is. Like, why would you? This is like self-sabotage on steroids, bro. Because my thing's okay, cool. If we believed you, what was gonna happen? So you was gonna get the sympathy. Like,
why would you do this?
Do you know this as well? Yeah.
His career.
Like when I start thinking about things like this, I'm like, what other mad things have you seen people do? And they've made films like people that like fake like they've had cancer, so they'll shave their heads. Or they'll do it to like their child and like I don't know what the film's called where they someone convince their child's got cancer
the mum
and get donations.
People
know that people like have a good nature, so if someone's been victimized, brutalized, as a community we rally around them, innit? So people know that there's an angle with that, innit? And if they can exploit it, they will.
Like the lady that pretended to be in the Twin Towers during 9/11.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why would you do that?
And was going around and was part of groups and stuff. And people's like, your story's not adding up. You said you was on the 8th floor, now you say you're on the 44th. Like,
really?
Like, it's not making sense.
But the thing is, no one's going to question it because it's not. You
wouldn't think.
No, because
as
an age, you're thinking, why would anybody lie about this? And like, I'm a bit of a cunt if I think this person's lying.
Yeah, exactly.
But sometimes you got to listen to that inner cunt. You've got to listen to it.
Listen to that inner Fols Forever.
Inner Fols Forever? What are you saying?
Oops.
Actually, that's two. That's hey, you're on thin ice, bro. That is two. Sorry. Oh my days, yeah. But yeah,
no, he ruined himself still, but he deserves to be ruined.
Justice for Jussie, innit?
So weird.
I watched that last night. Because I saw that Justice for Jussie clip and I was like, yeah.
They need to hang him out to dry, man.
Good for him.
Yeah. But well, let's say he ran with it and then you got two Nigerians
locked up.
And that's what
weren't
the
they willing participants?
That's what the line will be, like, oh, these two Nigerians, because that's what kept on coming out, innit?
But why did they agree to do it?
Bread.
Maybe bread, innit? Like,
so that's why most people do anything, innit?
Because were they stunt doubles on Empire? I think it was that.
What?
Yeah, like, He knew
His
them.
bread didn't even
They were
search
actors,
far
yeah.
for that.
He didn't like.
He didn't play.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
moved
Why?
off the street. Like these are people he knew in it. So
This is mad.
yeah. And man picked two of the henchest dons out there. Like nigga, I can see you. I can see your shoulder blades. I must have
That
CCTV,
is mad.
bro.
That is so
Man's
mad.
traps all busting out of the jumper and that.
He said, from what I remember anyway, that one of the brothers that he had paid, he said that he had paid him for personal training sessions. So he just paid him like a lump sum because he was like,
Yeah, because
they
they will investigate the money and that. Yeah.
blah 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 blah. The whole story is a mess.
But you know, his whole family are actors and actresses. Like his sister's still acting now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
She probably changed her last name.
Or she's singing. No, the Smollet, was it?
Juicy Smollet.
Smollet.
They're like an entertaining family, like the Jacksons, or do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not like the Jacksons, but
Yeah, their name's in the mud now. But when I see that name, all I think about is Juicy J.
Yeah.
no. And you know what? Hold on, I'll find her picture because you know who she is. You've definitely seen her before,
Yeah.
but maybe you don't know she's a sommelier.
Whilst you're finding this, we've got to talk about everyone's opinions on drugs,
In general.
just in general.
Oh,
Obviously, we
You don't
know
do the Magdalene.
heroin H. That's fine.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Journey Smollett, you know her.
Journey Smollett.
Yeah, look, her. She's been in things. She's an actress.
Okay. Journey.
This one, you've seen her. She's
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've seen
know
it
what I
before.
mean?
I've seen it before. I only bring it up because of we got to talk about cocaine Kaz.
Cocaine.
Kaz
When my
Crossley.
friend said it to me, I said, "Gah." I said, "Kaz, it's the coke."
Cocaine.
But then
They
she's like,
ruined
no,
her.
it's not Kaz and Tyler. It's
The other Kaz.
Yeah, I was quite shocked as well. I was like, what?
Were you shocked
Dubai?
about the alleged cocaine use, or you shocked about the alleged cocaine use and the fact that it was in Dubai?
in Dubai?
in Dubai and being filmed.
Like
That's all. That is.
Dubai,
Mm.
huh? You people.
And some people on Twitter are like, oh, you guys are being, yes, people take cocaine. Dubai has a human rights issues. And it's like, look, at the end of the day, this is the video in front of me, yeah? I'm not about to be doing up legal defense of Dubai. I'm just saying it's mad that Dubai was the place you thought, let me let my head down. Let me take a little line.
Do you know what my favourite bit is? That you did a voice to Twitter, which is bare typing.
Because like, you can't say
Yeah,
people
that's what
tweet.
Twitter
People tweet.
Is that what you hear when you see people tweeting? Like you hear that little
People
weird voice.
tweet, they're like, oh, you guys are so... what's the word?
Now that voice is killing me.
Yeah, what's the word that they use? They use
Judgmental.
no, just they're trying to say people are hypocrites because we're shocked that she's doing coke in Dubai. Like,
Do you know it's all about circles, isn't it?
ridiculous.
Like, that clip of Tiwa Savage will always come up. Like
Say
weed,
cocaine.
I can understand.
I can
understand.
Alcohol,
But
I can
cocaine.
understand. But cocaine, but in the right or the wrong settings, certain drugs are normal. See, like how weed is maybe normal in our communities, and that.
Yeah, coke is
And not just
normal.
us, everyone. A lot of people smoke weed, but like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
accepted one in our community.
I
and that.
agree.
You can be in other communities and other settings where
100%.
like it's
100%.
just a
That's what
packet,
they
it's
do.
just a line, isn't it?
100%.
And I know
100%.
that people might be thinking, Fols is hanging out with degenerates. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I've been outside a little bit.
No, but
like,
it is. It's probably the drug of choice for most people in the UK. Like, if you think about the general population.
What, coke?
Yeah, of course. The football hooligans, the bankers, all of these people
That's
are
very
taking.
true.
Do you know what I'm
That's
saying?
very
It's
true.
probably the drug of choice. Like, they're not going to think, oh, I'm going to go watch West Ham versus Millwall and smoke a, get it. No, they're like, and
I
off they
watched,
go.
because you want to get charged up a little bit.
Do you know what I'm saying? Honestly.
And it's a party drug.
Yeah.
You don't really, weed isn't really a party drug like that. Man smoke zoopies on the nights out and that, but it's not. The guys that really trying to party, you're not smoking weed to party, innit?
I watched
Boy.
a documentary once about Thames Water, random,
Mm.
but they were saying that the level, they do tests on the water like every day, and the
Okay.
level of cocaine in the water spikes
Yeah.
over the weekend. Like
Yeah,
when they
of course.
take their measurements and stuff on a
You
Monday.
think I've done 50 hours across the week? I ain't gonna take a fucking line on the weekend. You're crazy. Wearing reps, banging them. Henry the Hoover.
Goodness
What?
sake.
Hey, man's been at work from 9 till 7 every day.
Goodness
5
sake.
days.
In Canary Wharf.
Canary Wharf.
To get
I
it.
leave in my gilet.
Not the gilet.
Your
I go
gilet.
straight to Smolenki's, have a steak.
Your shiny shoe.
The
Boy.
gilet under the blazer jacket.
Yeah, come on.
Boy.
Jesus.
I don't know for some, but for me, that's what I'm going to say.
I just
Get it.
don't feel like the people that videoed her as well, I feel like they are wicked people, because you know that people have, like, wasn't there a couple that were having sex on the beach or something like that?
Yeah.
And
But why do
they
you coke
got
in
in.
Dubai?
this is my point. Like, people are like,
But you know what it is, yeah? It's like,
All the places in the
but
world.
my thing is not like that. From the video, doesn't look like a person that's outside and looks like a person in their hotel room, innit?
Boy.
Nah.
Of course, Dubai has strict laws and that, but I can't even feel safe to just do something in these 4 walls.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
It's like, honestly, yeah.
Because a couple having sex in like a sun lounge out on the beach.
Yeah, that's
Brits generally don't travel well, innit? So I'm not mad at that. Like, lock them up forever.
You was very polite with how you said that as well.
They don't know they don't travel well.
Travel well. Hooligans.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Having sex on the beach in Dubai.
Boy, this is what I'm saying.
I'd be terrified. I would never.
You can't even
That must be
walk
the
around the
most nervous
hotel in your bikini.
Yeah, modesty.
Yeah. So I don't.
I think
People say, "Oh, you gotta be sensitive about how you talk," because some people have addictions. Like what?
No, people do.
Yeah, people do.
I don't
but
want to put that.
No.
Obviously, we go next. I don't want to then put that on Kaz and saying, "Oh, she's suffering from an addiction."
No,
and that,
yeah, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about people who are addicted.
Yeah.
And are fighting their demons and who need rehabilitation and who are struggling and suffering. Talking about someone on holiday in Dubai.
Looks like they're getting ready to go out.
Yeah.
Because you just think, okay, what happens if you're out, someone gets a bit leery.
Yeah.
Someone gets in trouble now. The police find their way back to your
hotel, yeah.
Your hotel or your apartment. You've now got drugs in there. It's then going, of course, it's just a bad
That's
place.
worst case scenario.
That's the worst case scenario. But we also know that they don't. Exactly. It's not unfathomable. We know what the police are like in the UAE. We know how strict they are. Yeah. And also, you can't be complaining, oh, human rights. At the end of the day, you know what it's like over there.
Honestly.
Because if she got caught now, or if that was like present day and she was still in Dubai when that happened, she's done for.
Didn't the guy recently go to jail for the
CBD oil? Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I the people on Twitter were just moving mad. If you want, listen, no one's saying don't do your line. That's fine. No, honestly, do you get it? I've been around people who are working in the music industry. That says enough, yeah. But just do your drugs. That's fine. But obviously, don't be shocked when people are saying, "Why are you taking coke in Dubai?" Of all the places on the planet,
of all the places in all the world.
That sounds like a French Montana album, innit?
Cocaine in Dubai.
No, even French.
Coke in the desert.
Even French.
Desert Coke 4.
Even my guy, French Montana, is not talking about doing drugs in his countries. He'll do it on the streets of New York. Or Miami.
Coney Island.
You get it?
Coney
Island.
What's up, mama? Take me out to dinner.
You get it? I'm sorry, so I can't.
Bing bong.
Yeah, people on Twitter said, "Oh, you grew up in a sheltered house. It's just a little pick me up." You lot are fucking nuts.
Oh,
You got
No,
one
but
to
I don't like that.
You lot are nuts.
Because you just said music industry. There is this perception in our communities like, cool, if you've not been around it, fair enough, yeah. But don't be mad at the people that are going, yo, this isn't a big deal. In certain black people take drugs as well, you know.
Yeah, they do. But she was saying the video of Kaz taking coke in Dubai is not a big deal. It's a big deal for various reasons.
No, it's for. We're on the same page. It's a big deal because Dubai. If that was a video of her over here, yeah,
it's still mad though.
No, I wouldn't bat an eyelid at it. I wouldn't.
You would expect
I'll take you to Razor Vauxhall now. You're gonna. It's not South London. You're gonna be in dances, yeah. You're gonna see people. You see, like, I'm talking wicked man, shirtless, bouncing around the raves.
Yeah.
And they're charged up, pills, coke,
It's
everything.
the South London lot. They go to that Garage Nation.
Don't do that.
No, trust me. No, they do.
Don't put smart
South
South London's
London name. Them lot.
Don't let me start talking about West London guys that was on drugs and that back in the day. Don't do that, bro.
Where are they from? They're from like what's that place? Oh my god, hold on. They're from like Vauxhall, Camberwell. Where's Garage Nation? Streatham. They're from Streatham Common. That's where they're from. They're from Streatham.
The event was held in Streatham Common.
No. And all
it
of you
doesn't mean that's where all the addicts.
It is. They're from Streatham. They're from
Didn't Van say people used to smoke
Camberwell
crack in the club back in
Say
the day?
that?
What?
No.
I spoke about
You spoke crack.
what?
Man,
Van used to
What's
smoke
up, mama? Take me out to dinner. No, he was referencing like when Richie Brave was on talking about his generation being in dances and smelling when people could still smoke cigarettes, smelling funny smells that wasn't weed, it wasn't cigarettes.
Listen,
it was like people used to smoke lace spliffs and that.
Yeah, obviously. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. I'm not sitting here saying, oh my god, I'm so shocked and horrified at drugs. No, that's not the case in it. But my girl was in Dubai with her nose on the table. So. It's mad.
Shout out to
her
Kaz,
friends.
Yeah.
I think
that's also one thing as well.
Who was
is when you get to a certain level, like you're also an out for some people. You're a meal ticket.
Yeah.
So if you fuck up,
it probably wasn't even her friends. It was probably just someone that was in the room.
No, that was her brethren.
That was her brethren, man.
Was
That's
it?
close. That's intimate. That's her brethren.
Yeah,
and she had that, and there might have been a falling out, and someone taking her to paper and got offered like 10 racks quickly. Because those videos don't just come out, bro. That's a concerted effort. Someone's like, oh, rah.
She'll remember
she
who
got
was
in
in
trouble.
the room with her.
Remember when a lot of influencers, when we first went into lockdown, and everybody was being very judgmental online about people's activity.
Oh, they
so she was out in Dubai, and I think her rep had said she was out there for work, and because she was out there so long, she technically is now like a resident there. Because a lot of people are seeing these influencers still like living life, posting their Insta like influencer type content. Nothing's going on. What are you doing in this country?
That makes it worse then.
So it kind of maybe as I'm looking more into the story, someone's been out to get her a little bit in it. So and
it's
finally
also
got
mad
her.
that like even if someone was taking drugs, it'll be on the front page of like all the newspapers. But these people are all snorting.
Even Boris Johnson and the
What do you mean?
they found traces of cocaine in the toilets.
Of course they did.
In the House of Parliament. Now he's doing up dismantle county lines. Okay, Boris.
Yeah, no, it's getting weird though, because it's like we don't treat. Cool. Like I get where Essie's going. Like it maybe not like that deep, but people do have addictions and do have problems, innit? When you start criminalizing those people, it only goes one way, and that's what's happening now, where they're talking about taking away passports and driving license. That's the new legislation that's coming in from the Conservative Party. And we're speaking earlier about like, Nigeria going on the red list, us not rioting. Stuff is just happening constantly in our face, and it's just like we're just letting it go, and they're gonna keep pushing the line, pushing the line. And I'll hold my hands up. Someone can wheel this back at another point. Maybe Foles is being extreme, but I think we're getting closer to fascism than we'd like to care to admit. Like there's draconian laws, so there's even a law that's coming into play with regards to Priti Patel's pushing it for
where they say her name kills me.
Yeah, the way where they can take away your nationality, your citizenship, basically.
Crazy.
So there are people that like have dual citizenship. So like a lot of us traditionally like might have a Nigerian passport, Ghanaian passport. Those are people under threat, you know. And what are the grounds they're gonna say that you don't qualify to be British? It's people that are going to be more affected in that. So, but these things are happening. Of course, you're going to have the funny, the jokey, might deem a lowbrow conversation. But surely we've got to do something. Raise the alarm a little bit. Petition.
They've been in power for 10 years, and everyone just like laid down and accepted it. And I feel like the people who were, we've had this conversation so many times on this podcast. Like, who's the viable alternative? Do you know what I mean? So people are just like, well, the Tories are there, and I feel like they're going to be here forever. Like they've honestly been here for so long, and then
also, so we got to know the history of this country.
The UK,
the Tories traditionally are the ruling party.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only because of our age group we grew up in. Like our formative years was like a Labour government with Tony Blair and New Labour, but traditionally,
it's true. Conservatives
usually are in power.
Well,
it's not been that many times over history where like Labour government, because it's the party for the working class. So
that is true.
And then you start really understanding this country, and then you lend back to our conversation earlier when you've got Tory donors who own a hotel. Legislation is going to benefit them with regards to corona quarantine. Because if I own a hotel, I want certain nations to go on the red list because you're going to have to quarantine at my hotel and you're going to have to spend money. And then a lot of people aren't going to have $2,000 straight away. So the government will subsidise it and you'll have to pay back. And you're not going to pay back $2,000.
People pay in installments. You'll
pay back a little bit more. So everyone's going to eat along this food chain, innit? So
I'm tired of them.
Yeah.
I can't let the government just stop my enjoyment. I just feel like I just block
don't
it out.
Don't download the stress.
No, I don't. That's the motto.
But there's danger in that though, because then we just kind of live our like laissez-faire life. Like, okay, cool, it is what it is, and we don't kind of push back.
I know, but please, it's actually exhausting. I feel like, even in lockdown, they wasted all that time. Now that everywhere's roadwork, there's cycle lanes, there's this, there's that. You're getting parking tickets, speeding tickets. It's just too much. Petrol's expensive. After the petrol,
people are saying that petrol stepped on and that, like it's not even good. It's not even lasting.
It's not.
So I said it's not even 50%.
Because they're saying that certain petrol stations, because of the scarcity, went up, and it will happen now that petrol's readily available. They just kept the price as it was because like people are willing to pay. So why should we reduce it?
It's not that you're willing to pay, but you need petrol in it. What are you gonna do?
You're willing to pay in it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So it's just one of them things, man. I don't know, man. Even as much as I'm saying what I'm saying, I do hear it. Like, don't download the stress.
I can't, because life is tough regardless. Then you got to think about Boris Johnson. No, I'm not doing that.
And Donny's dressing up in the worst
like
police outfit ever.
Oh my god!
What is that?
Boris's police strip here is hilarious, boy.
I'm not doing it.
If there's someone that looked
on and
there's someone like, even when Priti Patel did it, like it was
Priti?
I don't know. It looked a little convincing when Boris dressed up like a Fed. He just looks like he's doing fancy dress.
Yeah, because Pretty was going on the raids at 9 a.m. Like, it gave her the thrill. They've been 9, 5:30.
I'm tough on crime.
Yeah.
Boris dressed up as a police officer to address the media with the beanie hat on.
Guys, please, it's giving me like feeling a bit sick.
Oh, sorry.
I'm joking.
Fucking hell. I thought we was here to pod. Oh, so we get back to conflict stuff?
No. We're partying.
Okay. Do we care about Bouncer and LikkleMan?
I don't.
No.
Do you?
A little bit. It's salacious. Hit the blogs.
It's salacious. I mean, do you know what it is? I just feel like they're always in drama. There's always something. Do you get it? Obviously, we put the Lani and the Tion situation to bed now. And now we've got the Christmas special, Bouncer, LikkleMan, the run up. So I'm saying there's always something.
Wicked and bad.
There's always something. And it's just like, when I was on the clip here, I was like, what do you mean? You can't read and write. Bouncer made you sign this deal. He gets 50% of this.
Someone said he signs it like that.
I don't know. What? Also, do you know what is it? I don't.
You know like when kids put their hand in paint?
Oh my god!
Or like a dog paw print.
And then they put it on.
I don't know.
Is that too far?
That's the first birthday signature, bruv. That's not alright, man.
Oh. Love from mummy and
daddy. No, we're horrible.
Yeah, I don't know enough about the situation.
Okay, so I'm talking. So it was a Plus 44 podcast.
Yeah.
ZZ Mills side man. They had LikkleMan on. Bouncer had been on before, and he kind of alluded to the fact that him and LikkleMan aren't kind of working together anymore. So naturally, them two being them two, I'm not mad at them. They jumped all over that, and I was one of the first after like icebreaker, get everyone comfortable. One of the things to kind of reference and go to straight away. And LikkleMan was quite open. He said that he doesn't own the LikkleMan name. He Bouncer trademarked his name, trademarked Wicked and Bad, had trademarked Famous and Dangerous as well, which I think he's got back now. He'd only got paid.
But he said that he created Wicked and Bad. That is not true.
No, none of them created Wicked and Bad. I've been hearing that
since I was one.
Yeah, I've been hearing that terminology. I'm even surprised. Obviously, like trademark laws, they can be complicated. Like generic sayings are hard to trademark, but if you can prove obviously what you're doing, and you may have it for a certain time period, but like. Yeah,
is he sure that Bouncer trademark Wicked and Bad and Famous and Dangerous?
No, that's what he said to him. Yeah, because obviously now he's not working with them anymore. He's trying to obviously use those things for his own endeavors, isn't it? Because he's got the energy drink Wicked and Bad. He's got a company. He was doing a promotions company, so that was an actual business, isn't it? So, and the last fight they had, obviously Bouncer and Arms was massive. So LikkleMan was the undercard, but the previous one, LikkleMan was the headliner, isn't it? So obviously stuff had happened, whatever. But I'm not mad at that because obviously. Arms and Bouncer fighting was a big deal because of how like they sold the fight in there.
It was nonsense though.
It was nonsense. The result was nonsense, but the lead up we gym guys versus non-gym guys. It was like they kind of sold that story.
They were hugging each other.
Yeah, but Bouncer uses size, isn't it? So, it just was. The reason why I find it interesting is because this isn't the first time Bouncer's got accusations of improper business practices or like having a fallout with someone he's working with. Because dig that. They no longer work together, and there was a fallout. Obviously, Bouncer came and told us his side of the story first when he launched the
So what was
podcast.
the issue with Bouncer and Dig That?
So it was an issue in regards to splits, percentages.
Which was what?
I think he was taking 20%.
And Dig That said that's too much.
Yeah, and he basically went and did a deal himself and said he don't want Bouncer to work with him anymore.
So then Dig That's in the wrong. Because what's 20%? If that's your management split, what's 20%? That's very standard. But
I've heard through the grapevine that it might have been a bit more. You know, that he was bumping him with regards to royalties and certain things, but we never know the truth. Do you know what I think? The full story. It's hard with these things, isn't it? But I think the key thing that's come out is that I've seen more people, from what I've seen anyway, on like the blogs and social and Twitter, kind of siding more with a Bouncer because they're like, what was LikkleMan's actual talent? It was just the funny prison videos, isn't it?
Yeah.
And helped him build his Insta profile and platform. So before he came out of jail, he'd already had like tens of thousands of followers online. So they kind of just hit the ground running.
I think that really and truly, again, I don't know the ins and outs situation. I'm not that invested, but I feel like it's so easy. This is a commentary in general for people to say, I was in a bad deal. My manager ripped me off. So I'm saying, but it's like, how much money? I don't know, innit? I'm asking generally.
The Bouncer claims that he put a post up saying that, you know,
how much money did Bouncer
invest 130k
exactly
into getting LikkleMan to being LikkleMan as like the entity and where he is now. So and he linked it and like compared it to like labels where they put out money, give you an advance, whatever, and they take 80% and you take 20, and that's been a consistent business practice for as long as I've been alive. In regards, and the artists have always complained but that's been that way. So if someone's putting up the money, but in his situation, LikkleMan said it was 50-50. I've not heard as good deal as that in a while. the person that's putting up the bread is willing to go 50-50 with you.
You know what? Like I said, I think it's very easy for people to say, "Oh my God, I was in a bad deal. I'm the victim. I don't own this. I don't own that." But really and truly, okay, cool. Yeah, you was doing your prison videos, but who got you to the status where you're able to sit on these kind of podcasts and be on Amazon Music Plus for? And I'm sure LikkleMan will say it was all him and his own talent, and he would have worked hard.
No, he did. He. They asked him that directly because Zizi's line was like, "Would you have kind of got here without him?" And he said like, "Yes and no." So he acknowledged that like Bouncer was a help, but I think he also said that in other ways it didn't help him, innit? Which is with regards to the trademark. Now there's one angle of like you trademark things to protect your business, to ensure that somebody else doesn't do that. See you're running and like trademark the something and like now you can't use it. But he wasn't aware. Now is that willful ignorance from the fact that he doesn't, he said he can't read and write, innit? So there is like there's some accountability on one end, innit? Now you can also then argue and say maybe Bouncer was aware of my man being green and maybe took advantage, because you have that the little young oot on the ends and that just moving wicked and scatty. Big man them have him around.
How old is little man?
He's a big man.
So, but that's what I'm saying.
that came out wrong.
I love Chrissy and that.
No, because I'm thinking.
What did I do?
No, because you said that they're little young on the ends, but
No,
he gives me the same age as Bouncer vibes. He gives me like he's a grown man, 30 something.
Yeah, he's a grown man, but like also listen, prison can keep you stuck. I know, man, that grown men.
Very
like,
true.
I didn't know this was a thing until a few years ago. That there's a lot of men that can't read and write. Like they can't. They know that they can't. People are stuck in it. So when you hear it, you're like, what? You can't read and write? No, that's.
I don't know. I feel like
it's sad. It's not enough to even laugh at. It's sad.
Yeah, it's sad. But I think the TLC vibe. We signed a bad deal. We haven't made any money off of this. I'm not. I'm not. Sorry.
Do you know what? I'm not sure about the situation at all. But the only thing I will say is that, like, I just think it looks a bit mad for Bouncer.
Because the second one.
The second time, and it's another problem.
And the second, the third one, because he had some like crypto eats delivery thing on like like the Snapchat deals type of thing that came out, and people having issues with that. Yeah, that
but again,
allegedly was a scam. So it's like your name's being attached to like this the third time when people are claiming you don't do business well. Some people can claim that you do business fantastically.
But if you're telling me that the dig that issue was that Bouncer was taking 20%.
That wasn't the only issue. There was a combination of that. So 20%, the way he was managing him in regards to like the money coming in, he was holding the bread and that. Obviously, we don't know how much money, because like in both situations, they were both able to jump the queue. Because when I first was introduced to Dig That, I generally thought he was from that side of town. Because he's not. I thought he was a Heath boy or Croydon youth. He's not. But the reason why you think that is because Michael Dapper's shouting you out. Yeah. Critical shouting you out. Yeah. Krept and Conan standing next to you. All of them lots, all the bouncers, people standing in the video and that. So you got the affiliation and you jump the queue. Look, well, of course he'd had, was it Tactics? Had 1 or 2 songs out before Air Force. But for Air Force to hit like that off your first couple of songs, I remember Donnie was in jail for like 6-7 years. He was in jail from like 13 to 18, 19 and came out and pretty much hit the ground running when it comes to his music thing, innit? Yeah. So you was able to jump the queue because same like a LikkleMan, you come out of jail, you jump in the rows, you get the big production, You're now going to the lit parties and that. And he did say like when he was in London because of his probation, they had to live with Bouncer, he was getting looked after and that. So it swings around about, isn't it? Like there'll be elements of him doing good, and he may have taken advantage of him because my man didn't know.
One thing that baffled me, I don't understand when people talk business in the public like that. That baffles me. I just don't understand. I don't know. Is it
because we're never gonna know all the full.
I don't know if it's part of the play or because of the entertainment.
It's given
factor.
Part of the play.
Do you know what I mean?
Really,
because I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that maybe it's me, but I just wouldn't do that. Do you know what I mean?
I think also as well, like if people are dragging your name in the mud, you will defend yourself. Because when I see man doing IG posts, IG stories, Snapchat posts, and Clubhouse, getting on Clubhouse, your name's getting dragged in that.
But okay, cool. This is my question. Why did LikkleMan do the interview, number one, and number two, what's the next step? Is he positioning himself?
No, he's got a fight coming up in it. So right now, in terms of what he's doing right now, he's a fighter. He fights, isn't it? Okay. He's had 2 fights so far. So he's going to be fighting some guy from Romania, and big ups to him. Yeah, he's actually fighting Hornswoggle from WWE, if you remember, and he's meant to be fighting one Don that was on Jackass.
Okay.
So yeah. So he's taken over like in terms of little people dwarfism. He wants to run that space as like being a top level fighter. So fighting those two dons that I mentioned is a big deal.
Who put him in a fighting space? Was it Bouncer?
It's Bouncer, yeah. It's Bouncer. You know, he had the first fight which he won convincingly, and we had obviously the second fight on the undercard for Bouncer and Arms. So
now saying that Bouncer basically mismanaged him and
yeah, he felt like, you know, so it could all be one big game. Who knows? You know, I like this like we're in that space in the UK where like I won't be surprised if there's people have fake beefs. Like those things don't shock me as well. So, but like I said, he has got a fight coming up. So I'm always interested when people come out and speak about a lot of things. What product are you selling?
That's what I just
are you selling a book? Have you got a single coming out? Have you got a part? Have you got an endeavor? Something happening? And he has got a fight coming out 9th of December, which is why he would have been interviewed. Obviously, promo the fight. His new manager, his cousin, was on the podcast and talked as well. So they're saying that I think they were happy for him to keep the wicked and bad. I mean, keep the famous and dangerous and do that. And they're just working, obviously, him on, because right now he doesn't own his name. That's the big sticking point. And no matter what my man's done for you, that's always not. Now, like you can say I don't. You can say I don't know business well, and I'll take that.
Yeah.
But if someone doesn't own their name, that's not going to sit well with you.
Yeah, of course not.
You know, so
of course not. Interesting. I mean, you know, it's definitely a topic that maybe if someone's not necessarily happy with their deal or whatever, it's definitely like they feel like it's a guaranteed everyone's going to be on my side. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The label exploited me. My manager exploited me. But I don't know.
I think, you know, it is. We're growing up. We've come full circle.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, we were having these conversations like for the artists.
Yeah.
And then you start realizing how old when you signed this, who was around you,
yeah.
accountability on your end. Some people don't mind signing bad deals. Like some people look at bad deals as good
deals. I'm getting
so
cash, cool, done.
When this story came out, the clip that started circulating was a clip of John Cena on Howard Stern's podcast where he's talking about Vince McMahon. And I don't know if this is currently now, but as of the time on that podcast interview, Vince McMahon was getting a percentage of anything John Cena did. I remember John Cena wanted to do films, TV, lots. Anything he did, Vince McMahon was getting a percentage. Yeah. Why? Because for his company and the modern WWE, he introduced him to the world. Yeah. And out of John Cena's mouth, he could have been lying. He could just be playing it for the camera, you know, not to mess up what's happening behind the scenes. He said he's absolutely fine with that. That my man deserves that because without him introducing him.
Well, that makes sense though, because that's Vince McMahon. That's WWE. Yeah. That's like world stage, bro.
And you can start putting that across the other spaces. Now, I'm not saying Bouncer is Vince McMahon.
Yeah, but what happens is I think people will say, okay, cool. Now I want this. Now I can do this for myself. Which of course, yeah. But like I said, you said Bouncer invested 130 bags.
According to him, he's invested 130k. Yeah.
No. I don't know. That's what I said. Listen, I'm not invested enough in Bouncer or Dig That or
LikkleMan or.
Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to look at it from not a perspective of, oh my God, free the artist.
I just think it's not. I don't want Bouncer to have that around his name.
Do you
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Because from that last,
because it will make other artists. I would think anyway. It should make other artists skeptical to work with you. Because what I think it might have been Quaneface and Burner were working with him. I don't know if they still work with him now, but. I'm sure there might be other artists I'm looking.
And you know, controversy and a bad name will spread, and you might be completely innocent. Like I said, Dig That Deal might be innocent. This might be, but people think, oh yeah. Nah.
No one cares about finding out after the fact.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
You
start drawing links though. Where if you got 1, you got 2, you got 3, people looking like
it was you.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't.
But also, I don't think I would want my manager to be a celebrity as well.
What, to be a face? You want someone to kind of just exist in the shadows?
Not exist in the shadows,
like put your IG on private.
Not even that, but it's just like, do you know what I mean? Because Bouncer has his own endeavours, his own brand. He's
front facing.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Which makes it easier, I think, for someone to come and just try and tear it all down. Anyway.
Anyway, Sha.
Yeah. What's my own?
I was waiting for that, you know. That's what I want to talk about. Boxing Day, the movie. Or the Boxing Day film. And Melamine, his directorial debut. Leanne Pinnock again was in it.
Yes.
I watched the film. I really enjoyed it. People was talking about like positive black content.
I'm so happy. Yeah.
Nice little rom-com.
All I wanted was a chick flick with black people in it.
Did you watch it?
I'm going to see it tomorrow.
Cool. You haven't seen it, have you, Chris?
No. Are you going on a date, Essie?
Am I going on a date? I'm not.
Okay.
It's a date with the girls. Okay. I'm back, sorry.
Wow. Your back always hurts when you start telling lies. If you start telling lies, her back, her shoulder starts hurting.
I'm not going on a date.
I broke my back.
Spinal. I'm not going on a date tomorrow, no.
But yeah, and I enjoyed it. So it was a story of Donnie moves abroad. He's got his American bae, and they're basically coming home for Christmas, innit? But she hasn't really met the family yet, and that's a whole big deal. And
yeah, it's tried and tested, tried and true. I don't want anything different. I don't want anything dramatic. I just want a nice, cozy Christmas film, and I feel like that's what I'm gonna get.
No, I've not seen that. I don't want to ruin it. Obviously, there was a lot of it was in the trailer already, so I can kind of speak about it without giving it away too much. But what I found funny was obviously Little Mix are on a break now, done now, innit?
On a break.
They're on a break.
Yeah. No, they still got their tour. They're doing the tour. Then after the tour, they'll be on the break.
So what I found interesting was that in the film, Leanne gets 2 big solo bits. And I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen Little Mix where she gets bare solo parts where she's singing. I was like, this is very interesting. They said, you know what, you're gonna get a chance to act, but you're also gonna get a chance to sing your ass off as well twice.
I mean, do you know what? I only became a Little Mix like stan post Miss Jessica Nelson.
Okay, fair.
You know,
but it was a good performance from LikkleMan.
good.
Was it Robbie G had in there playing Bilal, playing his
was
dad.
in it.
Zizi was in there as well, playing herself.
Good. Love that.
Got a nice little cameo on that. Our guy Samson KO was on there as well. Of Famalam, Bloods, and a whole other host of shows.
Yeah, man.
Death 2021 is coming out as well. Samson's got something out again on Netflix end of the year.
Okay.
So yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good. It was like I definitely want to see more people. I went to go and see it in Peckham, and like cinema was empty.
Really?
Like no, I'm exaggerating.
Was that open at night or was that? No, I'm being. It's a genuine question.
Well, to be fair, it came out on the 3rd, innit? I went to see it on the. Was it? I think I went to see it on Sunday. I think I went to see it on Sunday. Yeah. So it's only a couple of days out, innit?
Okay.
But
yeah, I'm going tomorrow.
I'm not even exaggerating. Maybe like 8 of us max was in that film.
Really.
And
but when I went to see June, there was like 5 people in the cinema.
Cinema is obviously going through a tough time and that, but I was like, yo, this is really empty, innit?
I'm going.
I can't have better space than that, but I do want to, and also want like that side of town is getting gentrified. It's not. It won't shock me if in 12 months that cinema's gone, innit?
Oh no! Was it Peckhamplex?
Yeah,
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I've heard. No, I've heard of it. Peckhamplex.
Anyone, someone ever text you the link them there?
I've never been to Peckhamplex in my life. I've heard of it.
You fucking lie. Don't need to text you. Oh, yeah, come link me in the ends. Bro.
I've never.
How do I get there?
I have never. I don't think I've linked in from Peckham.
Okay.
Oh no, I have, but I've never been to Peckham.
I say, man.
But I've never been to Peckhamplex.
Yeah, I like it because she wanted to lie initially. She's like,
I was like,
Foles might know.
You know?
But yeah, that was the only disappointing thing for me. But that's more just me like nitpicking and that. Like that could be for a whole host of reasons. And it was a Sunday evening as well. So
yeah,
so who
I'm
knows?
going tomorrow in Bush. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I'd say go and see it as well, Chris. It's not too long. Ending is what you'd expect as well. It's a love story, innit? So
I'm excited.
Yeah, so I
actually want to see it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
no, go.
I'll go and see it, man.
Do you ever go to the cinema?
Huh?
Do you ever go to the cinema?
A couple of times.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just can't imagine H like sitting still.
Well, going out anywhere.
Yeah, just like going to the cinema.
What, you think he's in it 24/7?
Still, I mean, yeah, just like
you think H is in the house like a bag of DVDs. Proper old school Don. Bag of DVDs.
Must say Blu-ray.
8 wings and a cup of Hennessy.
I mean, a can of Miranda.
Real hip hop just in the corner and that.
Yeah, that's what I imagine.
Do-rag just sitting on the side.
The velvet one that was all studded.
Oh, that one. Yeah. The one that was glistening.
Yeah. No, I want to see that film. It looked like